Just about 10 to the top of the hour now on this Thursday, and the foothills bordering Boise are being attacked, but it's a battle we're not facing alone.
Well, in Northern California, Santa Rosa hillsides are being sabotaged by development as well. On special assignment, I traveled to Santa Rosa to investigate foothills under siege. Less than 60 miles north of this unmistakable California landmark, a relentless attack on the land is underway.
Suddenly, my God, the hills are being developed.
The natural beauty of the Santa Rosa foothills is being bulldozed for development. Vineyards like this disappearing at an alarming rate, and very little is being done to stop it.
We had a hillside ordinance that was supposed to protect our hillsides from development.
But it didn't, and the reason why may sound hauntingly familiar to proposed projects that within the next few years could overhaul Boise's foothills.
The impact became apparent once the construction started.
Santa Rosa planner Scott Bartley says this development, named Fountain Grove Estates, slipped through the cracks on a technicality. The hillside ordinance that was supposed to protect the foothills only applied to residential development zoned R1.
If you were coming in what is called an R1 zone, which is a single-family residence, you would have to comply with all of these conditions that were meant to minimize the visual impact of houses.
Fountain Grove Estates didn't apply under R1 zoning. Instead, developers used a new obscure zoning code to get their massive project approved called PC zoning.
Called PC zone, which is a planned community, which in theory is a carefully integrated master plan for the whole project.
Also a project that wouldn't be subject to the strict guidelines of R1 development. It's a master plan remarkably similar to proposed projects here in the Treasure Valley. Massive planned communities like Avamore and the Cliffs, thousands of homes all in the foothills. Take a look at what that could mean. Avamore, 600 homes on 800 acres. The Cliffs, 1,300 homes on 700 acres. And expanding Hidden Springs, soon to be 1,000 homes on 1,800 acres. Total, 3 planned communities, more than 3,000 homes on almost 3,400 acres.
That was the final link, and it was the most exposed hillside.
Dick Carlisle is the developer behind almost all hillside development in Santa Rosa. He says because his plans fell within the limits of the city's urban growth boundary.
This wasn't intended to be open space.
His choice to zone as he wished shouldn't be questioned.
You never convince everybody, but you convince the masses that there's a bigger plan.
A bigger plan with big parallels to our own backyard.
Where would Hewlett Packard be?
Right here.
That's 5 miles from the development center, about the same distance Micron is from the proposed Cliffs development a few miles east of Boise. Just east of Fountain Grove in Santa Rosa, the assault continues on this densely built community called Skyhawk. I grew up just a few miles from here. Back then, these hillsides were a very different place. 20 years ago, we'd grab a piece of cardboard and slide down these open hillsides. Kids here don't do that anymore, not because they don't want to, but because they can't. 500 houses are here now, something that could be in Boise's future as well. A future a handful of Boise groups wants to prevent. A Foothills Open Space Protection Fund was set up 6 years ago after the passage of a $10 million levy. But is it possible for a community to buy itself out of what some call the inevitable? I asked that question to planners and conservationists in Santa Rosa, what they said and what they're doing to save what's left. A lot of development very similar to what's going on here. Coming up tonight, live at 10, I'll have part 2 of my special report, Foothills Under Siege. We'll ask, can any amount of money really save our slowly vanishing foothills? Plus, Santa Rosa's answer, could it work for us?
And what a big difference for you to go back to a place that you had slidden down the hills, and then there's houses now.
600 houses built over the course of 18 months.
Big changes.
So, big, huge changes.